Did the rancher in the red truck come back this way?
He did.
Did he stop and talk to you?
He did.
Did he tell you that he's thinking about donating?
No, did you give him a card?
I didn't give him a card because I didn't have him on me. But basically he came by again and he rolled down his window and he's like, so tell me again about your mission. I gotta write this down. And I'm like, well, my partner and I were trying to open a youth center back in Raton, and we're going to be running in the Flying Pig races in Cincinnati, and it's like 1,200 miles from Raton to Cincinnati, so I'm walking and running, and she's like cooking my meals and taking care of me and contacting the press and youth centers along the route and blah, 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 and I'm telling him all about it, and he's like, well, does anyone know you're out here walking all by yourself? And I'm like, well, we kind of started to get some attention in Raton. We didn't have a lot of time to plan it, but we went on a few radio stations and there were a couple articles written and stuff. And he's like, and I wasn't sure what he was getting at. He kept saying that. And he's like, well, does anyone know you're doing this? And I'm like, well, yeah, we got a blog. And if you go to that website, we got a blog and we're putting videos and stories out there. And yeah, in Raton, we're starting to gain some momentum and people know about it. And we just kind of started talking about the need for things for youth to do, and I was talking about how in our town, if you don't go to college, you're pretty much, if you don't go to college and you don't have a degree, your options are pretty much like the food and service industry, and it's hard to find empowerment when you're working at McDonald's and feeling like you're stuck there. And I was talking to him about sort of some of the things we want to do to foster empowerment in the youth of the community. And I just decided to take a shot. I didn't know how receptive he would be to this idea, but I was like, for example, like graffiti, you know, like it kind of annoys me when adults get bent out of shape about kids doing graffiti because they're just trying to express themselves artistically and they have no forum for doing it in like a legitimate way. And he's like, you know what, my sons, he's like, this is actually my land. I own this land. And he's like, and my sons, they're good kids. And we went up to Kansas for a cattle, what do you call them, cattle purchase, cattle. and he said, and we saw some art on some train cars that was just beautiful. And yeah, I'm with you, like those aren't criminals, those are artists who just don't know how to express it maybe, or don't have options for expressing it in other ways. He was, and I was just like, you know, and he's like, where are you from? You don't sound like you're from around here. I'm like, I'm from Southern California. And we just kind of started talking about the rural city divide that's fostered amongst politicians and the powers that be, and how we're just a couple citizens talking here, and who cares what your politics are, who cares what your upbringing is if you're for youth empowerment, you know. And he made sure to take down all the information, and he owns this land, and he said he might make us a donation. And I was sort of sitting there in the rain the whole time, and he was telling me how much he admired me for doing this. He said I obviously had a lot of dedication and everything. And coyotes. And anyway, so we had talked it out, and he decided to go, and I'm like, look, the sun's coming out. And he's like, look, double rainbow. And did you see those? Did you get any pictures of them?
I did.
Oh my God.
There's a little bit of it left right there.
I could see it from...
I posted it already.
I could see it hitting the ground on both sides, both rainbows. And it was right after we had this connection and this great talk. And I was like, look, the sun's coming out. How symbolic. And he's like, look at the rainbows, man. And it was two rainbows, and I've never been that close to two rainbows touching.
They were bright. They were so bright.
They were super bright, and they couldn't have been more than a quarter mile from me where they were touching down. I watched an antelope walk through the foot of a rainbow.
It's awesome.
This is going to be an amazing trip.
This is a good day.
It is.
Do you want me to pause it?
Well, I know we're low on battery,
Yeah.
so that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Did you want to say anything?
No, I'm proud of you. Proud of you!
All right.